Okay guys, we are back and we're actually just doing map videos. We're gonna have our last match of the day here shortly. They're just doing map videos. It's gonna be Miniraser against JonSnow. So as soon as that's done, we'll jump right into the game. Should be good. So thank you for JonSnow for playing a little bit earlier, and Miniraser as well. Very kind of them.
Indeed.
And we'll be jumping into that pretty shortly here.
ZVZ.
Mm-hmm. Go on, David.
We didn't see any TVs. Oh, we did.
Hmm?
We did see a TVZ. Fog vs. Drew. Who do you think's favored to win this?
Miniraser and JonSnow?
Yes.
I think Miniraser is the clear favorite.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know. I haven't seen either of them play on like. I don't think I've seen Miniraser play at all,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen JonSnow play in
He's
months.
like 2 seats away from you.
2 seats, with a person in between.
Okay.
I
Fair
don't get
enough.
to see his screen at all.
Fair enough.
Are the vetoes pretty standard?
Let's see the vetoes. I mean, the standard is it's CVZ. So where are the vetoes? We're up.
At the bottom of chat, Waystation, JonSnow.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I wasn't in the channel
We're not in the channel, dude.
for some reason.
I added you earlier.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened?
JonSnow vetoed Waystation, Miniraser vetoed Alter Seaman Frost, JonSnow vetoed Overgrowth.
Okay. So yeah, Miniraser vetoed Alter Team and Frost. So I think that's kind of like saying he doesn't want to gamble. Because Alter Team and Frost, you may or may not get the early scout with your Overlord, and that kind of has a small impact in the game. And also there's more room to be sneaky, I think. Don't you think so, David? So vetoing 4-player maps kind of takes a little bit of the random element out
Like
of the equation.
where your
So-
overlords don't get to scout them in time. Like if
Jones-
you did this and
yeah.
if they did that.
JonSnow also vetoing Waystation kind of speaks to that at the same time, because you don't know which spawn you're
Yeah.
gonna get. So, and Overgrowth, kind of standard veto, I guess. But yeah, this should be a pretty good map, a pretty good series. JonSnow, you know, he has done really well against. He all killed EG, I think, once, and he did well last qualifier. He actually took me and Igus down. Not was it the MLG qualifier? I'm not sure. It was a qualifier that he won against us.
The Dewalt?
He's JonSnow. He's an incredibly aggressive player, though. Very, at least I get the vibe that he's pretty gambly. So
Wasn't that the Red Bull qualifier?
might have been one of the Red Bull qualifiers, but yeah, he's a good player without a doubt, but very coin flippy, I guess. Miniraser himself is a very aggressive player too, so this should be fun to watch. It might be a quick series as well, but we'll see what happens, and we'll try to make the best sense out of it that we can. I hope you guys enjoyed me racking people with off-race Theron and
One hand
one
only.
hand only, so I mean, it's not a big deal or anything. It's not like it deserves a Reddit thread, but just putting that out there. The VODs should be out sometime, maybe today. That should be a VOD.
Not today, but they will be out like
You can rewatch the
Maybe
speech.
tomorrow. You can rewatch my speech. My speech was pretty good. What do you think? What if I had an account where I only play
Yeah.
one-handed?
And what, with Zerg? Or
Like a random. It doesn't matter if it's one-handed. What do you think?
you do it.
I should do it?
See how high you can get.
Perhaps I should.
I think
I
maybe.
can get diamond.
I think maybe. No, I think you can get diamond probably. Pretty easy.
Masters now.
Maybe. Like, if you pushed it and you were actually like
If I was
trying
actually
really
good at
hard,
it,
you
yeah.
might be able to get masters.
Yeah, maybe. That would be really hard. Masters with one hand.
Yeah.
That would be pretty impressive.
but I mean you
But
still
then-
have more APM than like several people.
You'd have to stream every game.
I have like platinum APM maybe.
Yeah,
I
but you
don't-
still have more APM than like some pro gamers.
With one hand.
Goody?
No.
How much does
No.
Goody have?
You're a white round.
No. Why? No.
Weren't
No.
they
No.
like the
No.
80s, the 90s?
No. I had like 50 APM, right?
No, you were like you ended at like almost 100, I think.
100 APM. That's close to
think
caliber
so.
level.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's like my.
That's like MVP Tails. Holy crap.
But you'd have to stream every game.
Well, of course.
Otherwise, it'd be
Yeah, we'll consider that, guys.
not legit.
You'd have to do it down here too, so people could actually see it.
True.
What's that? Go up. Number 10.
Which one? Number 10. Mario's Great Dodge. Pretty standard.
Couldn't you just right click past? How much health does it have?
Yeah. Yeah, you could have. Maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
And game 1 is about to start. It is going to be King Sejong Station, the first map. JonSnow from Solaris Gaming, a newly formed team, against Fnatic's Miniraser. This should be a pretty good match. If you're wondering why Miniraser is playing on the Americas for the MLG qualifier, that's because he is currently at the house and he will stay here until MLG and a few days past that. So he's a pretty awesome dude. I'm glad he came. And here he is in the bottom right hand side of the map, spawning as the green Zerg. Fnatic, of course. And Team Fnatic. It says follow Fnatic at /Fnatic and at Fnatic. Sponsored by MSI, SteelSeries, ISO, Fragnet, Winamax, and King of Shaves. So this is Fnatic Miniraser. And on the top right hand side of them, on the top left hand side of the map actually, spawning as a pink Zerg with a weird moon over his hatchery, it is Solaris Gaming's JonSnow. Some people may think he knows nothing. I think he knows everything.
We're about to find out.
What?
Yeah.
JonSnow.
You know nothing, Jon
nothing,
Snow.
Jon Snow.
I know.
Your name should be JonSnow, David. You know nothing.
Just so you can say it.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Fnatic logo?
I really like the Fnatic logo.
Yeah.
It's one of the best logos for sure. Yeah, thank you for asking that. Yeah, I definitely think it's one of the best logos. I'm not exactly sure what the
neither
C
am I.
is. I think it's Fnatic Clan or something.
I think it just spells out all of Fnatic in there somewhere.
Maybe. Either way, it looks really cool. Yeah, there's the A for sure.
The A.
You're right. Yeah, really cool logo for sure.
15 pull and looks like 15 hash from JonSnow.
Yep.
So nothing funky.
Nothing funky. Miniraser playing a little bit safer.
Yeah, it's pretty common in the first game. Nobody really wants to go out and try something really... Well, most people don't really want to go and try something like risky and then...
I don't know. Sometimes the first game is nice to set the
Yeah.
pace and be like, I'm capable of doing whatever I want.
It's true. But if
at all
you're
risk, so
if you're trying to play it safe and think maybe I'm not the favorite in the series,
yeah, maybe.
or maybe I don't feel
A
confident.
really quick gas by JonSnow, by the way. He's going gas pool. That's extremely fast. And Miniraser is the kind of player that will take his gas kind of late sometimes. Oh, not this time. He's playing it extra safe. Still, his gas is not particularly early.
Yeah,
He might
it's-
make a couple links to go and scout his opponent's gas. We'll see if that's the case. He does. And yeah, he really needs to see that gas though, because the gas for JonSnow is very aggressive. He could easily go for a Ling Baneling bust or anything like that. So
He actually his gas was a little bit late, wasn't it? Miniraser, almost 3 minutes.
yeah, a little bit, but not by his standards. I think that's when I take the gas.
I think that's late by his standards, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Hmm.
He takes the gas very late sometimes. So I think he's playing it extra safe.
Okay. So both players making their scouting lings. And yeah, Miniraser will definitely be looking to check the gas as soon as he can.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, it is required pretty much for JonSnow to make those scouting links. On Miniraser's side of things, I guess
Maybe
you kind of need. I'm not sure. I think the Overlord can go inside against the hatch
Well, he's
first.
taking 2 guys off gas. That's interesting.
So
He's only
Yeah.
mining with one drone.
yeah, and Miniraser sees that the speed is already finished, but he's still droning up. So he has to be pretty careful here because JonSnow could start producing a lot of links pretty soon here. There's a Baneling that's going for Miniraser, not one that's going to exist for JonSnow though. So JonSnow, if he goes for timing, it's probably just going to be Lings. Very unlikely that it is Ling Bane.
Yeah,
We'll see what he chooses to do here.
4
pretty
more
shortly.
links coming out for JonSnow.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be a lot more than those. Just 4 links.
8?
can't
Yeah,
accomplish
here we
much.
go.
No, there's there's gonna be more than that. I think he should be making more. At
I don't
least.
know. He's scouted the
There it
bailing
is.
nest though.
18. So this is what he's going for. I don't think it's gonna work
Yeah, I
if
feel like-
Miniraser plays anyone safe. But this is what I was talking about. This is a huge gamble by
Yeah,
JonSnow. He's basically
absolutely.
just hoping that Miniraser doesn't morph any preemptive baitings. Now Miniraser sees the links moving out, and JonSnow showing a lot more than
Yeah,
he should.
there's no way this is gonna
There's
work.
already 2 baitings in production and a bunch of links, 6 so far. But he is able to produce at least a few more right now, and that's what he's doing. He's gonna block the ramp even.
Yeah, he's
So
playing
this is looking
safe.
pretty good for Miniraser so far. We'll see if he controls this properly.
Ooh, he
And
needs good hits.
oh,
that was not a good hit.
That was not a good hit either. So that was
Whoa.
unfortunate for him. He needs to go in the pocket with the queens or something like that. Maybe even pull drones. He gets the queens in a good position though. That seemed risky at first, but actually he needs to pull drones.
Or
I guess
even
just
a
pull
whole
back the
position
baitings,
like
that
that.
works.
Well, he didn't lose many
The
drones
spine,
here
the
though.
spine helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
He
that
lost
looked
the
really bad
queens.
for him for a second, and he lost the queens,
Yeah,
but
what
it's
how
not
many drones
lights
he
out.
had? One drone.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Now he can apply counter pressure as well. He does have a maining nest, which JonSnow does not have. Obviously, he'll probably try to move out with the links right here. 'Cause
Johnson's going to lair before.
what else is he gonna do? But yeah,
Before bailing this.
yeah, JonSnow's playing this really risky. I don't even think he's gonna get a maining nest. Miniraser trying to move out a little bit. Looks like he's droning up comfortably right now. Adding an extra gas as well. So we'll see what happens from here.
Right, he's going to go roach one, so.
Yeah, JonSnow is at least. Miniraser, a player that sometimes favors Muta over roaches, so we'll see if that's the case here. He has to be careful not to waste banelings on those links. And to be honest, since JonSnow doesn't have bailing nest, if Miniraser was able to identify that, I think he should be moving out on the map. Just leaving maybe 1 bailing behind or so. But he's definitely going Muta. There's no roach warren in sight whatsoever. So I think that's definitely what we're going to see here.
Yeah, for
On
sure.
the other hand, JonSnow hasn't been trying to take a third, which is a little bit odd.
Yeah.
But he is making a very quick overseer, so he will be able to spot the spire by
Yeah, and there's the
Miniraser pretty
spire.
early on.
Just started.
And there it is.
But he is getting the creep out there, so he will be able to position spores if he needs to.
Yeah, JonSnow will also be probably looking to hit a roach timing here, maybe with speed, but he could start moving earlier. So we'll see what happens here. He's now going for an expansion. And again, I think it is a big mistake on Miniraser's part to not abuse the fact that he has banelings and JonSnow doesn't. Now that's gonna stop mattering 9 minutes and 30 seconds in, simply because JonSnow will have roaches out, and that's gonna be a favorable composition, roach ling against ling bailing.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of links coming here, but they shouldn't be able to get anything done with the amount of roaches
probably
and
not.
links.
Yeah, with roaches out, it's gonna be pretty tough. In small numbers, ling bane can still beat roach roach ling and do pretty well. But yeah,
There's a lot of
with
roaches
6
coming
more
out.
roaches on the way. Yeah, that's gonna shut that down.
Yeah, he's just continually pumping out roaches, so he's
Yeah.
definitely going to try and do a push out.
Yeah, they're pretty even on supply though, or rather on drones.
Yeah, the roaches are just inflating
Yeah,
the
a
supply.
Miniraser's gonna make 10 meter at a time pretty much. Yeah, 10
Yeah,
meter
yeah.
now. So he's also taking a third. If he's able to hold that and
And he can
kill
even slow the push down with these lings.
yeah, I mean
So-
that's the goal here, I
yeah.
think. And then with the Muta, not the best bailing hits. It could have been much better.
3 spines started.
Yeah.
Probably a bit slow.
Oh, cancel in the
Ooh.
third actually. I'm not sure about that.
He's scared. He might
Yeah,
be.
seems
He
to
might be
playing extra,
overreacting.
too safe perhaps. The third could have bought him a lot of time as well. We'll see what happens here.
Well, maybe this was a good decision.
I mean, maybe. I mean, the third, even if it dies, it still saves some drones or whatnot. It kills time. Like, he'll definitely be able to push this back. Now he should be thinking about taking a third as soon
Yeah.
as possible. The spines are gonna go up, and that's gonna help. He will definitely hold this.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah. Actually, I would have liked for JonSnow to commit a little bit more with those roaches because they should die anyway.
Yeah, like they
A lot
can't
of
get
them will
away.
anyway. Yeah. Well,
That's
they
it.
will. The creeps red is actually pretty good by JonSnow.
But he's gonna lose more than half of them.
Exactly.
He
So
should
might
have
as
just
well
committed, yeah.
kill drones with them. Killing the queen right away. That's good. Ish. Okay, there we go. But yeah, he lost a lot of roaches there. Now Miniraser has map
Oh,
control, but he's
careful.
behind in economy, so he has to be very careful.
He still hasn't started his third either.
Yeah, this is a little bit late. He should
Ooh.
try to.
He's actually starting to be in a bit of a tough spot.
Yeah, he's
almost.
droning up though. This is something that most people won't do when they don't have a third. But if he drones up now, that's still slightly better, economically speaking, heading into the mid game.
Yeah.
Because then he can just transfer those drones, and they will be mining a little bit more. So it's a little bit counterintuitive. But when you have map control like this, I think that's a great decision by him. I say counterintuitive because you're already mining, quote unquote, the optimum amount off of your first two bases. So making drones is kind of like, that won't help as much as if I had a third. But yeah, there's not much more that he can do. So he's still making Muta and drones.
And he's committing to Muta upgrades.
Yeah, he
so
might
he's
go to the
going heavy.
Alaster. The Alaster, he might be doing the Alaster here, David. Do you know what the Alaster
Alaster?
is?
No, I do not.
Okay, JonSnow is adding an infestation pit now. I much prefer adding the infestation pit first and then the hydralisk then when I play this style. Just because I feel like you can't move out till infestor anyways, so you might as well be saving up some energy. And they're equally scary as the hydro when they're out, so I prefer infestation pit, but I think most people even prefer hydra. So
He is
I don't
going. He seems to have stopped committing to mutas, but 21 mutas. That's a lot of mutas.
yeah, he's also
And he's
also 10 rows
continuing.
behind. Yeah, I think he will do the Alaster here.
Which
David.
is what is
He will just continue to save and hide Muta, and then try to hit the art, like win a big fight with Muta and just good pre-splits and perhaps banelings. Yeah,
so
he is,
just
he's
only
getting
show
banelings
these
speed.
mutas.
Pretty much, yeah, and hide the rest. Where are the rest hiding, bro?
Oh, they're going down there.
There they are. So yeah, he's just gonna hide this Muta, try to be annoying with them, and then when
Oh, he's
when
on the
his opponent
balance
moves
speed as
out,
well.
it's gonna be tough. But at the same time, this is so risky by
Yeah.
JonSnow once again because he has barely any roaches. So any roach transition I think would be really strong against him. But like I said, this guy gambles so much. It's kind of infuriating sometimes, to be completely honest. Like getting mainly just Hydra Infestor without knowing that your opponent is hiding Muta. It's pretty risky, I think. Now he's heading on some more roaches, so that's a little bit better. And he might be looking to hit a 2-2 timing. This is gonna be really tough for Miniraser to stop, I think. Yeah,
Especially with the infestors. Like if he gets good fungals on the banelings or
Yeah.
even the mutas,
yeah, that's gonna be
it could
tough.
be
Could
all
lights
come
out.
down to that. Yeah.
Yep. In the meanwhile, they're pretty even on harvesters, but I think this is the time that he's gonna choose to move out. That yeah, it looks like he's moving out now. JonSnow, that is. So Miniraser needs to start morphing those mainlings and try to find angles where he gets rid of most Hydra.
Is there any transition after this mass muta play, or
No, he needs to shut down an army, and then he can do whatever he wants. I mean,
Okay.
it's this is designed to try and kill an army that's not prepared for mass muta, and it could work. The Alaster is quite strong. He just has to be, like you said, pretty careful with fungals. He has to be on top of his splits, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much what he needs to.
JonSnow is good in a
Yeah,
hide?
JonSnow is not moving out for some reason, but he really should be. 18 banelings on the way for Miniraser, but JonSnow's army is so much bigger.
Ooh.
Miniraser really needs to hit amazing baneling connections onto those Hydras.
Yeah, I don't think
Otherwise, he's gonna be.
there's just too many hydras otherwise.
Yeah, but he's getting close to max as well. So
And this position is really good for JonSnow if
yeah,
he just
moving down the
sits
ramp
here.
is gonna be tough. So
Yeah.
Miniraser needs to set up an amazing flank here.
Oh dear,
The roach in front, very good move by JonSnow as well.
this is pretty scary for.
Yeah. Coming from every
oh.
angle is Miniraser though. And
Good banelings
decent
so far, the
fumble, but
banelings
good
got in.
Banelings there. Yeah, they did get in. And this
Yeah, there's
might
too many
just work.
mutas.
Yeah, it seems like it. There's
Still
still a lot of
banelings
Hydras
still.
though. So
Oh, the
Miniraser
queens
has
as
to-
well.
has to focus those
Oh.
Hydras. Yeah, the queens are a great idea by
I
JonSnow.
think Miniraser is not going to be able to. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's going to take damage. Like
Oh yeah.
he should lose
absolutely.
his third almost guaranteed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Yeah,
fourth
The
then.
queens were pretty unexpected here. Without the queens, he can clear the entire army right now. But yeah, not gonna be the case.
Yeah, it was a good move to bring the queens.
Hmm?
It was definitely a good move to bring the queens.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All of the infestors are still alive. There's still one fungal. I wouldn't mind for Miniraser going more banelings with those things, because yeah, the banelings do burst damage. So even if they're not super efficient against queens, they will get the job done quicker. Where lings will probably die before they output their damage anyway. So that's what I would like to see. Just reinforcing with Hydras is JonSnow, and we'll see what ends up happening here.
But he missed the fungal completely.
And a lot
Oh,
of
the
infestors
infestors
coming
are
down.
dying for free.
Yeah, the queens also
Separated.
separated, yeah, like you said. A
Oh,
lot of
so
hybrid
yeah.
reinforcements, so
He needs banelings.
he really needs banelings badly. He's gonna pick up all the infestors almost, and could pick off the last queen as well. But yeah, without banelings, this is gonna be pretty tough. The economy much higher, much better for JonSnow.
Spyro would have been cute, but it was way too late.
Yeah. So game one is gonna go to JonSnow. I feel like Miniraser perhaps playing a little bit too safe.
Yeah, I mean, canceling the third, I almost would have thought, depending on how far done it was, to maybe just let it, not cancel it straight away and see if JonSnow would actually go to the third, or just try and, because he might have been able to keep the third up while JonSnow just committed to the natural.
Yeah, perhaps.
I mean, that's risky, but might have been worth it.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, an unfortunate loss there for Miniraser. Again, like JonSnow cuts corners and you know, he hopes for the best a lot of the time, it seems. Maybe he knows something I don't, but just skipping the bailing nest like that, so risky. And then just
I
so
honestly,
few roaches.
I didn't
like
think
if
that
there was a roach transition for Miniraser instead of just keeping him going muta,
yeah.
it seems like he should be able to crush that army. Perhaps not towards the end, but JonSnow did take a long time to attack.
I didn't think that first link push would do anything.
It shouldn't
Like,
have.
it
The
just
bailing
seemed like it
connections
did,
were
yeah.
pretty unfortunate. It was like one bailing on
And then
two and the
two,
other
yeah.
one on one. It was pretty unfortunate. But yeah, we're going to be heading into game 2 here pretty shortly. The map is going to be merry-go-round.
Mary,
This kid.
this kid.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back in 90 seconds.